The penalty is one of the most crucial parts of a football game. When given to a player, almost everyone knows the player has to score this one. But what are the statistics? I did some research and I found out that since 2009, almost around 100,000 penalties have been taken around the world. 75% of these penalties resulted in a goal. 17.5% of these were saved by the goalkeeper. 4% went wide and 2.8% hit the post or the crossbar. I started thinking, what would my statistics be? I had to make an experiment out of this. So I headed over to the pitch to see how my statistics would compare to the ones I found online. See if I'm an average penalty stopper, better or worse.
These guys are going to be taking 100 penalties on me, so 50 each. See how much they score. All right, let's get to it. First penalty.
First couple penalties didn't go too well. Renzo and Appie's shots were perfect, bottom corner shots, fast enough, you know, even if I did go to the right corner I could get a hand on it like this shot right here, but I just couldn't get it, and they just kept banging them in. Eventually they got a bit too confident and Appie tried a no-look shot and I got my first penalty save, so that felt good. Then we kept on going and I felt like there was more of a mind game to it than I thought. And of course them taking 100 penalties in a row is so different than the amount of penalties you save over your career as a professional football player. But, you know, we had to keep going. We were doing well, we made a couple saves. Let's keep going. Alright, I have to say, Appie and Renzo were taking some phenomenal shots. They did not hold back one single bit. Like this one. And this one. And this one as well. They gave me no chance with a lot of these shots. And a couple I did get my hand to, but it still wasn't enough to save it because they were just shooting good penalties. I really got in my head, you know, I was like, I have to start saving some of these. Luckily, I was able to make a couple good saves as well, which did give me a bit more confidence going into the next penalty. They kept scoring, I was able to make a few saves, and they kept on going and going, and they did not hold back at all. So, now we're at the halfway mark. This is how we're doing. They had scored 35 goals, I had made 12 saves, and they had missed 3 of their shots. So that means I've saved 24% of the shots thus far. That's actually pretty good, and I'm surprised it's that good because I wasn't feeling that I was doing too well at the moment. But you know, still a penalty saving rate of 24% is quite high. Hopefully we can keep this up for the next 50 penalties and get their percentage up even more. As we got more into the penalties, I tried several different things. I tried just relying on my reactions to save penalties, which didn't pan out too well. I tried just committing to one side fully, which worked sometimes. All in all, I feel like I still had no real idea of what would be the best technique for me to save a penalty. So what I've always done is just commit to one side and do like a mid-high dive, so you can reach the top corner and the bottom corner as well. So you're kind of in that middle, which has worked out well if you choose the right corner, right? And I know there's some tells where you can see which way the player is going, but it's always going to be a guessing game because they can always end up choosing to go for a panenka or to go down the middle. Let's keep going and find out what percentage I finally got.
Starting to get into it now, making a few saves, and I think the fact that I went to Prague a few months ago helped. So if you guys haven't seen that video, click the link up there and check that out. It's a good one. I stopped penalties from this crazy ball machine in the Czech Republic. Check it out, guys. Let's go.
the last couple of penalties, Renzo and Appie were still not holding back. They kept on going. I was still able to make a couple of good saves, so I'm happy about that, but they kept on going. Last few shots, and then we'll see what my statistics are.
In all honesty, I think that's the best penalty save I've ever made in my life. Ridiculous.
So, that was it. Out of 100 penalties taken, 72 resulted in goals. I made 23 saves and 5 were missed. And in all honesty, I'll take that percentage. 23% is not bad. But of course, I do realize that the other percentages I found were based throughout a whole goalkeeper's career in professional football. But this was just an experiment to see how well I could do. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There's much more fun content to come. I'll see you guys in the next one.